Hello everybody, it's Adam from Have a Cookie and I'm joined here with Nick from Those Awesome Guys and he's brought Move or Die. So, one first question, can you describe your game in 10 words or less?
10 words or less.
10 words or less.
4-player party game is the best friendship ruining game. I'm not sure if that was 10 or less.
I think it was under, I think it was about
But
9.
the highlight is friendship ruining game.
Friendship ruining, that's a big claim. So there's a lot of inspiration between like the brawler games, so like Smash Bros, old school stuff like Fusion Frenzy with the different mini games. What was any of them inspiration or?
So the idea was to make a game that is super easy to pick up. By the time you know the name of the game, Move or Die, you already know how to play it.
Yeah.
But on top of that, the rules keep changing. So we see other games have different modes like Capture the Flag or whatever. But Move or Die is made out of game modes. The game modes are the core of the game, and you play basically a different game every 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, there has been inspiration from many places. But the whole idea is to make the game as varied as possible.
So Move or Die is the key mechanic to it. Did that come as soon as you started the game, or was it implemented later on?
It started as a single-player puzzle platformer with a narrator in 2009 as a flash game, and then one night I was like, what happens if I had 3 more players? And it turned out to be so much fun that it kind of went into a whole different direction.
Yeah. So you talk about different game modes and a game mode every 20 seconds. How many roughly can we expect in the final game?
Right now there are 11 in this build of the game, which is currently in early access. By the time the game comes out in January, it's going to be tens of them. I'm not sure how many, but as many as possible, because it takes me 1 or 2 days to add a new one.
Yeah.
And I have so many ideas, I just have to find time to implement them.
Do you have a personal favorite so far, or?
Personal favorite? I don't have a personal favorite, but the ones I like the best are the ones where you can totally be super competitive and push the other players and be a jerk.
I know you're on Steam Early Access at the minute.
It's in Steam Early Access right now. It's on PC, Mac, and Linux, and it's gonna come out in January. And after it comes out, it's gonna be updated with more game modes, more characters, more levels, which can also be made by the players because it's very mod friendly and it has a level editor. And after that, it's gonna come out on consoles because that would be the perfect environment for such a game.
For the mod support, are you providing Steam Workshop support?
Steam Workshop is already implemented, and the contents of the game are exposed. I even wrote a wiki on how to make your own game modes, your own characters.
So you're completely just handing
For
control
example,
over.
this character right here was made by somebody at Gamescom in Germany on one of those flyers, and I picked the best of them and implement them in the game. So I personally love community-created content.
From that point, any of the more popular, say, game modes, characters, are you planning on officially implementing them so that they're always there, or are you just going to leave it up to the players?
People can, I do have some ideas that I implement, but people can go on Steam forums and suggest game mode ideas or character ideas, and I'm open for anything. I reply, I give feedback, and I even implemented some of them in the game because I don't want this to be a one-way conversation. I think because I'm making the game for the players to play.
Yeah.
So their ideas and their thoughts of the game are super important, and I want to implement their ideas in the game.
No problem. What does the future hold for Move or Die? Is it just getting it out of early access now?
Getting out of early access in January, and it's not the kind of game that you release and you forget about it. It's going to be released and it's going to be updated at least a year after the release date with more game modes every month, more characters, more levels, as I said, and just keep make it bigger and bigger and have it grow more and more because it's like a platform on which you keep adding.
I know from what I've looked on the Steam page, there's a higher price point. Is that to weed out some of the people that...
It's a really unusual way to do early access because I'm the stupid kind of developer that would like the player to have a good experience rather than me swimming in money.
I wouldn't say it's a stupid idea.
The first thing I tell people is don't buy the game. Wait until it comes out. But once it comes out, the price is going to drop and it's going to be lower than it is now, which had some people go like, wait, you're telling me not to buy your game? What?
Yeah.
It gets some really interesting reactions.
It's a nice way to weed out the people that'll go on and slam it and whatnot.
some people don't listen and they buy it anyway.
Yeah.
But what this does is create a small community, but a super dedicated one.
Yeah.
And which is just amazing.
So the final is finally out of Steam Early Access in January.
Yes. I've been working on it for 3 years. We're 3 guys doing this in different countries, so we work online and it's quite difficult. And for 3 years, I kept saying 2 more months. It's coming out in 2 months. But this time for real. It's coming out in January.
Not a problem. Well, I've been Adam and joined by Nick, showing off Move or Die. Make sure you check it out now, which is currently on Steam Early Access if you want to help development. If not, wait until January.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.